Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, and we're now at the 11th of June 2021, at time about 8:15 in the morning. Well, as you can see, the gold is down $10, but the silver's up a whopping 31 cents, almost a dime higher in the copper. I wish I can give you the fundamental reasons for it. I'll look into it and see what I can find in my research this morning. I don't know, but that just came back. As I told you, I'm in the bull camp in copper because I believe all the economies are coming back. In Chicago, and you know, we're the first big city in America to do this, today's the official full opening of everything in the city. Forget your masks, forget everything else. You can wear them if you want. You have to wear them in a few places like health facilities and mass transit, but you can go to the Cubs games, the Sox games, everything's open. NBA, they announced today in Chicago, full seating again, going to happen there. All the venues are open in the city, so the city is wide open. I'm so happy. It's been a rough year and a half. The stock market's taking note of these openings. It's pretty wild in the sense that the crude oil's up. I have no idea what happened today in the gasoline. It went from 22.32 down to 215.58, and it's tearing itself or trying to get itself now back up. I get the nat gas. I told you that the very first hot spell in the summer traditionally kicks this market higher. What you have to be careful of is the market has a tendency to peak out in mid-June and fall into latter part of July, then it gets another boost. As for the grain market, if you want to be a weatherman, that's what you play. If you don't, you stay away from them at this time of the year because you're not at the mercy of chart action. You're at the mercy of one thing: weather forecasts, 3-day, 10-day, they'll come out. Bonds and notes, traders all morning long. I've been watching Bloomberg talk. What the heck? How did they get the interest rate scenario so wrong that suddenly you're back to 1.44 in the 10-year yield rather than pushing on towards the 1.75? Folks, you ever hear the word noise and events take place and people get wrong and they force it one way or the other? That's probably what it is. On the day's agenda, it's light. It's the G7 meeting as well taking place right now. So it'll be photo opportunities galore there. University of Michigan June consumer sentiment indices comes out at 9. They are looking for an improvement to 84.4 compared to May 82.9. I think these numbers are going to get better as the United States opens up and we just feel better about things. China today, of course, right in front of the G7, passes a law that mandates that the governments to apply countermeasures against foreign individuals and entities deemed to be pressuring China with discriminatory restrictions. Okay, so basically the lines are drawn up on this G7, and you know that the lines are against China, against their method, against their idea of dominance of the world. And that is what you're going to get out of the G7, possibly out of the G20 in time. As I told you in Bitcoin and other events, Bitcoin today is up quite a bit. Even the Basel report that they're going to take banks and say, hey, you're welcome if you want to hold Bitcoin holdings on your balance sheet. However, we're not giving you any capital breaks. In other words, if you hold $100 of Bitcoin, we want you to put $100 into your capital. No risk. That's what they're demanding out of it. So not a very good play for the banks because what the world is saying is they don't trust it and they don't want to see a banking problem over it. One of the things I want to remind you on is my enhanced Bollinger Band course. If people were to ask me the one thing I would do as a trader if I had to follow one of my strategies, and I get asked this a lot, this is the one. And the reason is, take the name off the chart. I frankly don't care if it's in a SPDR, an ETF, or a futures market. This is the one that I would be going with. It's 13 videos. It's short. Each one's about 6-7 minutes long. I will show you the concept of how you work with the Bollinger Band, what you do, the entry points as you hit it and back away from it, how you play the whole game together. Then you take it to whatever level you want. How do you get this? You go to our website under the word education. I've made a video to explain it all. It's inexpensive, folks. Take a look at it. I think you'll get fascinated. One final thing. I did send out the first round of invites for this coming week's Spider ETF video. So I will see you there. The first round went out. There'll be another one very shortly. Look for them in your mailbox. I'm Ira. I'll see you either this afternoon or Saturday as I do the weekend version of the market wrap-ups. Take care.